All right, folks. Welcome to the Corner Store Podcast for episode 16. Myself and Phil, we got Eric. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing?
Going down.
Good, man. What's going on?
Shit, we good, man. Hey, while y'all here, make sure y'all subscribe, like, comment, and share the content. So, episode 16. So, what we're going to talk about right now, NBA is back. We had a couple games that I've saw between the first, it was the Lakers and the Clippers opening night. That was the headliner. And then last night, Clippers played the Pelicans and the Lakers played the Raptors. And what I could say after these first couple of days, yes, everybody is beatable. I mean, obviously everybody's got like a lack of chemistry and long layoff. They got to get their legs under them. But from what I saw about LeBron, man, that man playing like doo-doo right now.
Hey, it looked like to me he shut down Kawhi and Paul George though in that fourth.
Oh wow! Hey. Hey, now speaking of that play, right? If you was to zero in on when he was on Kawhi, he literally grabbed Kawhi's wrist. He literally grabbed it. He literally grabbed it.
No, he
didn't. Y'all will have to look at that replay and break it down, and he literally grabbed it. And that's why Kawhi was kind of frustrated because he had to pass the ball.
Yeah.
He had to pass the ball because he was D'd up. Then he went up and D'd up Paul George. Everybody know how I feel about the Lakers.
Right.
At least by episode 16. They know how I feel about the Lakers. Now, everybody beatable in this club. I give you that. Everybody beatable.
Man, what you got in that big-ass cup in front of your camera?
It's
what is that?
Ice cold water, man.
Yeah, okay.
I was going to say, look like water.
Yeah, it's not. Look, it's Avion, man. It's Avion.
All right.
Okay.
Avion. I'm trying to bring it back in style. But dude, seriously, y'all, Lakers still my front runner.
Really?
In the West, and in the East, it's looking like Milwaukee. I like Boston, but it's looking like Milwaukee, man.
It could be Milwaukee, Boston, or Toronto. I mean, between those three.
Kendrick Perkins said that shit. Kendrick Perkins said he thinks Toronto gonna be in the finals, and if it is, that coach need a whole lot more credit, I think.
Yeah.
Than he getting right now. You know what I'm saying? And that just going to show you what's the boy name, most improved player last year. Everybody was saying the Siakam.
Oh, Siakam.
Yeah, he a bona fide pro, boy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was good last year. I mean,
fuck the Lakers.
Here we go, man. And see, when you come in and just start trolling and talking shit,
right.
I can do that
about Toronto. See, we talking about fuck the Lakers.
Yeah, fuck the Lakers and all
Right.
that. We talking about all the teams, man. Who your team in the bubble, Marcus G? And welcome to the podcast, my nigga.
fellas. What's good, man?
Yeah.
I'm gonna stick with what I've been said before. I think it's the Clippers.
Yeah.
I think
in the East?
I got Milwaukee till somebody can beat them, but I'm not sleeping on Miami. Miami kind of got my eye a little bit.
Yeah, but what happened with Jimmy Butler, G?
What you mean? What happened to him?
They say he ain't go to practice today. So he probably not gonna play tomorrow.
Well, you know how Jimmy is, dude. Jimmy B in his place, man.
Yeah, Jimmy is probably a Gemini, man. You don't know what Jimmy.
Hey, God damn, y'all.
Jimmy. Hey, they said somebody else missing. Oh, that's baseball. But no, Jimmy be in his feelings sometimes, man. He'll be all right.
Hey, y'all like his Michelob commercial?
Hell yeah.
It's kind of cool, ain't it?
I haven't seen it.
He got a. You said Michelob?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know Michelob. Somehow they got the sponsor for the rest of the NBA the rest of the season.
I mean,
really?
I mean, you ain't think Corona was going to have sponsorship in this bubble, right? I mean, who else besides Corona?
Yeah, shit. Heineken or somebody, but Michelob is different. Shit, make you want to go buy a 6-pack and say, "Let me see what the."
I can't stay on. I can't stay on long, fellas. I got to the kid home, so I can't stay in here too much longer. I got to take the shorty to the crib, man.
Hey, how long you got?
You got Lele?
Yeah, I had it since Thursday. Yeah.
Hey, Nelly, how long you got though?
About a half hour.
Okay, cool. All right, cool.
Yeah. But
So we
shit,
back
what
on
else
the
y'all talking
sports,
about?
man. We talking about just sports coming back after this Corona shit. Like I said, I'm flipping between the Yankees right now and Milwaukee and Houston.
I mean,
Right.
you got
Houston
to
came
ask
back.
you gotta ask yourself though, like, is it
Uh-huh.
really worth getting coronavirus to play sports though? Like, everything else is prohibited, but sports, like, it don't even make any sense. Like, you can't have a drink, but you can go play basketball.
Hey, Marcus, you're kind of broken up, but as far as what the NBA is doing, at least they're doing it right by having a bubble. I mean,
Yeah.
as long as you're in a bubble, you're going to get tested every day. If you leave the bubble and come back, then you're going to be on a 10-day quarantine. So, I mean, it's one way in, one way out.
The best way. Right. And then we need, dude, after all this bullshit, dude, we need something to watch. We need some kind of escape, dude. Like you said, we still out here working in this bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and it ain't over yet. Shit.
Right. And it's something, nigga, they just spiked up again. Illinois just spiked up again, y'all.
Yeah.
So,
But it's too many.
There's something to get your mind off that shit for like they say, 2 to 3 hours. That's cool.
Right.
But, man, you got whole baseball teams
shut down,
testing positive for coronavirus.
Yeah.
They ain't doing it right.
Yeah, they ain't doing it right.
They're the only ones doing it right. You know what I'm saying? Because the baseball players, they get to go home, right?
You know what though?
I mean, I'm watching them playing in their stadiums. They playing it like regional. They only play in their region, but still they traveling back and forth and all that shit. Ain't no guarantees with that. Like it ain't no bubble. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, right? They still got their side chicks and they thotties. You know what I'm saying? And they little hotel room. So that's probably the best way for them to get it. I mean, by that. So
I mean, you got to remember too that the NBA is not the first team to do it, and the UFC been fighting. The UFC, they bid the whole fight island for the UFC fighters.
Oh yeah, that's the ultimate bubble right there, though. Yeah, I can understand why they did that.
And having too many people tested positive since they've been fighting, so they've been doing a good job overall.
Right.
So,
UFC probably make more of their money off pay-per-view though, right now.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they have to, because at this point they can't have any crowd.
So I mean, it's really not a big change for them physically. That's what I'm saying. They could have had that bubble anywhere. They don't require fans on.
Well, the reason they just had a bubble in Abu Dhabi because of the travel restrictions for some of the foreign fighters.
That was a great thing for them to do, though. I ain't never mad. I think that was real smart because it's strategically, it was a smart thing to do.
Yeah.
Now everything I done watched, UFC a little different because you know that's real and they getting it in. But have y'all just glanced and watched like wrestling with nobody in the crowd?
Yeah. You talking about like WWE?
Yeah, that shit looks so horrible, dude. Now that's the one that looked.
Do they pump in artificial noise though?
I don't know what they do. I was watching that shit like, if they can't tell it's fake now, they need to stop. It's like,
you talking about WWE?
Yeah, that shit looks
I was watching
terrible, brother. Like, I tried to watch it. I'm like, this is horrible. Like, I think I really need the fans for that.
Right.
I need the fans for baseball. I don't need the fans for basketball because all that shit is something we can play in the street with nobody out watching us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're in football too. I don't know how the NFL and them gonna do it, but even football too. But that wrestling, it's like you need the fans out there screaming and cussing at the other people and shit. And they talking shit to the fans. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah, I can understand that. Yeah.
You got your diehard fans that's gonna stay committed to it, but they need to just go ahead and put that in a smaller environment so it look like it's a little bit more energy.
Like I said, UFC can do it, but they kicking ass in UFC.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's a
personally,
they all up on each other.
Personally, for me though, I think it's been more enjoyable to watch something like a UFC without the crowd, because you hear all the hits, the punches. It's like, to me, it's a better watch. You know, it seems like the fighters are a little more focused. Even in basketball, it seems like the NBA players are a little more focused than they usually are.
Yeah, it's more intense.
They play to the crowd.
You kind of feel like you're watching an Olympic game though when you're watching the new batch, the NBA now. I feel like the Olympics.
A little bit.
I like it. I like it a lot better. But my main thing that I like about it now is the outline around the court. You ain't got them cameramen down there.
Oh yeah, everything is clear. Yeah.
Ain't that safe for y'all?
That's safe zone.
They always one step ahead. I'm looking at the virtual crowd. That shit hot as hell, and they can make noise. You know I'm like the NBA, Adam Silver, and other dudes. They really be ahead of this shit. Well, they had time to really think about it, but it always seemed like it's turned out all right with the NBA.
Right. That being said, man, when football season come back, I don't know how they going. I don't know if they're gonna be able to produce that same energy, man. I don't know if they're gonna be able to do it because the stadium's much bigger. A lot of places outdoors and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
It's just I think it's gonna be tough. I think it's gonna be tough just because, man, how many people's on the football team? About like 50 plus?
53.
53.
So, I mean, even if you try to do a bubble, that's a lot of people to be testing every day.
Right, exactly.
You know, and how fast are they getting these?
54 to 12,
right.
The NBA.
Right. Yeah. And how fast are they getting these tests back? So.
The NBA getting back the same day, right? They know the same day. They show how that shit go.
But I'm hearing they're using a third party though. Somebody different. I don't know. I heard it on the radio recently.
They got the rings on too to like detect symptoms. If there's something was to come
on their bracelet, right?
No, it's like a ring finger, like like a regular ring.
Oh, okay. And they got that.
And you put it up on the machine, and it tells you, like you said, you pop up your symptoms and everything.
So
I
mean,
maybe you could do that with the NFL. You know what I'm saying?
I figured in the NFL, you could, if say for instance, if a team is coming to Chicago, they may have to switch up. Like they may have to have a whole floor or a hotel dedicated to the players. You test everybody for 2 days. They quarantine for 48 hours. Game day, you come in Friday. Game day is Sunday. You quarantine for 48 hours. You get tested. You stay in the same hotel. You play your game, and you go home.
But that's kind of like the same shit happening with baseball.
Pretty good.
That's the same kind of thing happening with baseball. One person get infected, the whole team wiped out.
Dude, the Phillies has 17 people. Niggas only 9 can be on the field.
Right.
But they finna play the Yankees today, tomorrow. What they did, they had to quarantine them still. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So now everybody negative or whatever. But it's baseball.
But they could stretch football. They could stretch football out though. The season could be stretched out for football because it ain't like 100. What is it? How many baseball games is in the season? 100.
They shrunk it down to like 80 games
for this season. For this season.
How many guys are on the baseball team?
Well, I don't know how many they got in the dugout, but it's 9 on the field.
You got 9. And all of your pictures are in the in the bullpen. So you got about roughly like 10, 12 pictures total on the roster?
I figured
maybe about
24 players on the baseball roster.
24, yeah.
24
total, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, because I figured.
17.
I mean, I figured. Okay, one of the issues with baseball, hockey. It's simply too much of an issue for baseball, but baseball and football is an outdoor sport. So you probably could have fans in the stand, but spread out, and you make sure that make sure all the players like the NBA, make sure all the players are sitting 6 feet from each other. Everybody randomized. Same thing for the visiting team. You know, they got their own area. They should be their own quarantine. They all spaced out. You know, if a stadium sits 16,000 people, you might have to cut that in half, obviously. But I mean, you know, maybe you have one side of the stadium dedicated to the fans, spread them out.
They actually should follow like the White Sox blueprint because we've been quarantining for the past 15 years in the crowd.
I'm
not co-signing that.
Hater. I don't know. I do not support the statement. I was a White Sox fan until I died. Nigga, I was born on 35th.
It took 200 years.
Like 10,000 people in there.
We still got our first championship before them other boys did.
Thank you.
Just remember that.
Thank you.
I mean, why just celebrate one championship when you can celebrate 2? I like both the Cubs and the Sox. I was in Wrigleyville after they won.
I don't celebrate that north side stuff.
Shit, hey, I had a ball.
Outside.
I had a ball going up to Wrigley the night that they won. So,
Yeah, and if you was up there right now, you'd have coronavirus.
Typical bandwagon. You're typical bandwagon, man. I don't want to hear that.
I stopped liking the Cubs when Andre Dawson left.
And don't get me wrong. I celebrate the fact. That they won a championship. But my ass, when you didn't see me on fucking Halston and Clark celebrating that shit.
Motherfucker, you was in Wrigleyville with me when the Blackhawks won.
That's
different, though.
I'm talking about
what you mean it's different? I mean,
we don't have two NHL teams in Chicago. We definitely don't have one on the south side.
Exactly.
I mean, I figure you would be like a Cubs fan more than a Blackhawks fan, right? I mean, it's not like you watching hockey all the time.
Nigga, I've been on the south side my whole life. What I look like?
That season, to his defense, he really was on that hockey thing.
Oh, okay.
For them couple years.
You watching hockey now?
Yeah, I do. I watched hockey yesterday.
You know what? That games haven't really lost that much intensity. It still kind of feel the same.
You watched hockey last night?
The Blackhawks played Edmonton.
Okay, listen. Okay, you was watching hockey last night. You had the Clippers playing the Pelicans, and back-to-back, you had the Lakers playing the Raptors. You weren't watching basketball? You was watching hockey?
It's back and forth.
You ain't shit, man. You ain't shit, man.
Everybody hockey fans now.
Nah, man. Hey, man, we from the South, so I respect the Sox and the Cubs.
Yeah, I like Patrick Kane. I like Kane, Jonathan Taves, Patrick Sharp.
I'll respect the Cubs. I'll respect the Cubs.
I'll just name the championship roster.
Let's just keep it to how it was in the past. The White Sox was the black team. The Cubs was the white team. I'm
just saying, Phil. I'm just saying. When the White Sox won the championship in 2005, I ain't hear shit from the Cubs fans. I ain't hear shit.
They couldn't say shit.
Them Cubs fans are salty. Them Cubs fans are salty, nigga.
Yeah. They win a championship.
Regardless,
they won that shit on us.
Regardless, the Cubs stadium, they sell out every game.
It's a smaller stadium.
They losers. They was losers for years, and people still kept coming.
Yeah,
but
stupid
for centuries, nigga.
But I respect the fact that the White Sox fans respect winning and respect the brand. If you ain't winning, I ain't coming to see your ass. That's how it should be. That's how it should be. The Cubs been losing for 100 years.
The lovable losers.
How do you lose for 100 years?
The Cubs are a brand, so people gonna support the brand no matter what. So
yeah,
they are diehard fans. They don't come around just because they winning. They are diehard fans.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
All I really know is that they don't really care about it.